Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the broadcast tonight. The game has been delayed due to the previous game running to double overtime. So we've posted a graphic for the delay, and we'll be coming on shortly. There's still 12 minutes to go in the third period. Estimated start time now is 8:30. Plenty of time to go get your popcorn. Folks, if you're just joining the feed right now, the previous game went to double overtime. We're in a delayed start here for the Rosemount Buffalo game. 11 minutes still to go in the third period with this game. So we'll be on shortly after this game is over. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're just tuning in, we're in a game delay. The previous game played before this one went to double overtime. We're now down to 5 minutes left in the third period of the game going between Hermantown and Brainerd. So our estimated start time now is 8:30. Just want to keep everybody informed that's tuned in. Be a couple more minutes still. Folks, once again, if you're just tuning in, we're down to 1 minute 40 seconds in the game that's currently running. The game before this one against Chanhassen and Duluth Marshall ran to double overtime, so we're a little bit of a delayed start. We're just checking the chat feed here, and it looks like some of you are interested in this game. Right now it's 5-2 Hermantown over Brainerd. Unfortunately, we're not allowed by copyright law to show any game other than the Rosemount Irish at this point. We're working on a subscription to let us broadcast more games, but until then, you'll have to do it the St. Luke's advertisement, because it's the only dark color that we can get to contrast our delayed game start graphic. So we'll be on shortly. Thanks for your patience. So, folks, apparently our license came through to be able to show the last couple of seconds of this game since our last tune-in. Hermantown scored to take the lead 6-2 over Brainerd. We've got 20 seconds to go in the game. However, Chuck and I are not under contract to announce this, so we will be signing off.
Saving your...
Folks, another quick update, and we'll check in again in 5 minutes for those we told 8:30. The Irish and Buffalo have just started their pregame warm-up, and then they'll resurface the ice. So we're looking at another 20 to 25 minutes, more likely 23 from now. Probably 25. We'll say 20. Check in, it'll be a couple minutes early before the start time. And we're still getting everybody situated here. But just wanted to give the 35 of you that are on the line right now an update on the status. So we'll be joining the group here shortly, where Chuck the Hitman Carter will give his pregame synopsis. He's right now studying his notes based on high demand. And we'll go from there. So sit tight. We'll be back in a little bit. Enjoy the warm-ups. folks. Some of you wanted the sound here during the warm-ups. Apparently, pucks hitting glass is like water falling off a cliff.
To some people.
So, wanted to give a shout out to the junior gold team today, Chuck. They beat Elk River 5-0 in their holiday game, game 1 today, up in Superior. For that victory, they'll face Fort Francis of Canada tomorrow at 9:45 in the morning. So quick turnaround for them. You've been to Canada a couple times. Chuck, what do you know about that team?
They talk kind of funny, and the exchange rate ain't all that great.
Sure to Canada form.
Yes, it is. They have good beers, though.
Well, you got to be good at something. May as well be for the beer. So while we're waiting tonight, as we watch the warm-ups, as most of you know, Rosemount faces a tight Buffalo team tonight. They're 4-3-2, coming off their victory earlier against Duluth Marshall last night. They beat them 4-2. They are led by a brother trio, Jake Brasini and Tyler Brasini. Apparently Jake Brasini is a Gopher commit. He's got 16 points on the season through 9 games. His brother Tyler's got 10 points through the same 9 games. Jake is number 7, Tyler's number 8, so you have to look for that tandem tonight out on the ice, Chuck.
It's not those two I'm worried about. I'm worried about 36. He's about 7 foot, 400 pounds. Big boy.
Maybe our cameraman can pick him out of the crowd there. They do have a few big bodies out there. I believe he's number 4, Chuck. He's 36. Hunter Pontius. Where I don't see 36 out there yet, but it's over there. Yeah, there he is. So maybe sprung from the same tree as number 4, who's not on the stat sheet. Apparently he must be a JV player playing up tonight. That buzzer everyone just heard was the conclusion of the warm-ups. So now we'll resurface for 16 minutes as the captains will hold their meeting at center ice. Refs will go over the rules. I understand that Coach Sainty mixed up the lines again tonight, Chuck. We're going with a new trio.
Yeah, I don't know what he's got up his sleeve for these guys. We'll just have to wait and see.
I believe Jackson will be flanked by Tyler and Max tonight, which will mean Luke and Connor will reunite with Adam King. And we'll see what happens there with the 3rd and the 4th lines, as Ricky seemed to roll a full quartet last night.
Yeah, he did. He got everybody into the game, which is good to see. You know, it's still a close game. He's able to get those 4th liners in there, and they got some good varsity experience.
Will Tollefson will be in the nets tonight for the Irish. He upped his save percentage yesterday, now above 90% with the shutout last night against Chanhassen. What do you see from Will Tollefson tonight, Chuck?
Well, I'd like to see him just stay in the blue painted area and don't get too tricky out there. I know he tried to make a play last night, almost bit him, but came out on the better end of the deal there. So just keep being consistent.
He did pull his best impersonation of Ben Garrity. I think Ben Garrity led the league last year with times outside of the crease at 43. Might be a slight embellishment, but he definitely was in the high single digits of leaving the net. Successful more times than not, but certainly left the parents and fans on edge.
Yeah, we were sitting on pins and needles when those goalies get outside the blue paint. Got that big wide stick that doesn't work too good for stick handling.
Nothing like being a goalie parent watching your kid come out to the blue line to try to make a stop.
Yeah, it's like being the pitcher or a parent of a pitcher or whatever. Lost my train of thought there.
The parent of the pitcher is also difficult. I understand what you're saying, Chuck. Let's pan the crowd. This is we'll do our first official kiss cam here. We'll see how this turns out. What are we going here for? Oh, we got Kevin Sabo and Pete Kennefic. If we zoom in a little bit. If we zoom in just a little bit here, we'll see Kevin Sabo and Pete Kennefic. They're pretending to not understand English right now. Oh, here we go. Oh, there we go. Oh, Debbie, Pete's wife, didn't even want to kiss him in the kiss cam. All right, well, that was fun. First kiss cams was a hit. 1 for 2. 1 for 2. It's a sad day, Chuck, when your wife won't even give you a kiss on the kiss cam.
That is a sad day. But your buddy's wife will.
Well, we are family.
Yeah.
We had a big crowd out here tonight for this game. They're just filing into the arena still. So if the Irish win tonight, they'll play tomorrow at 3:30 against Hermantown. Should they lose tonight, they'll play at 1 o'clock tomorrow against Brainerd. What do you know about those two teams, Chuck?
Absolutely nothing. Hermantown's been in the state tournament like every year, like forever. So they'll be a good quality opponent. Brainerd, I don't know anything about, but we just hope they put together a good effort and do the best they can, I guess.
I'm not sure this group has faced Brainerd. The last time they probably faced them was Bantams, Pee-wees. When I remember a player took a serious tomahawk chop to another one behind the net at the Brainerd Ice Arena. I know you remember that one, Chuck.
Yes, I do. Yes, I do remember that. That was a weekend another player got hurt and he was laying on the ice and put his glove under his head.
Excellent point. What a memory you have, Chuck. You don't recall what being a pitcher is like, but you do remember the glove under your head injury routine. Chuck and I did happen to take in the JV game this afternoon, which included the Hermantown junior varsity team.
Hermantown Lumberjack team.
They were very physical with their sticks, to say the least. The refs had swallowed their whistles in that one. Hopefully we don't have that tandem tonight. But you hadn't seen that much stick flailing since the popsicle stick teepee you built in kindergarten. Is that right, Chuck?
That's accurate, Mike. That's very accurate. But we got to use some Elmer's paste when we made those, and the sticks we used at that time were a lot cheaper than the sticks they were using today.
It's all made up with the cotton ball Santa.
Yeah, you got that right.
So if that Hermantown team is anywhere near the JV team, which they're probably a little bit better, I would assume, the victor of this game will have their hands full tomorrow.
Yeah, put the pads on the back of your legs too, gentlemen.
As we try to read lips down there with our coaches, hard to see what they're saying. Although at this morning's breakfast, I did catch a few sound bites from the coaches that thought this Buffalo team plays a very similar style to the Egan Wildcats, which, if that's the case, this could be an interesting game tonight.
Yeah, it could. I haven't seen them play, and I know Egan, they're kind of a Jekyll and Hyde type of team. They can be great one night and not show up the next night, so we'll see. We'll see what happens. Let's hope for a great contest.
The boys also enjoyed a morning skate this morning at Amstel Arena, where we also had some excitement this morning with some potential time delays. Would you like to share what happened there for the fans, Chuck?
Are you talking about the bus fiasco?
A little bit about the bus fiasco. Give us a play-by-play there, Chuck.
Well, from what I understand, they broke the doors on the bottom of the bus. I don't know if everybody knows, but it kind of rained and snowed up here last night. And after it got cold, they couldn't open the doors on the bottom of the bus, so they ended up breaking the doors. They didn't know if they were going to be able to get the bus back on the road. But everything's all taken care of now. Everything's all taken care of now. The bus is on the road. The bags are under the bus. And we're good to go.
A little bit of a scare getting JV to their game today. They made it with 20 minutes to spare. And while they were playing, the bus was in the repair shop. Apparently 2 hours, it was back to normal. And the rest of the trip is uneventful.
So far. Trip's not over yet.
Good point, Chuck. Always your wisdom is worth thousands.
Thanks, Mike.
So we've got on the feed here, Hermantown is 6-2 on the year. During their season, they did beat Lakeville South 1-0, but lost to Wayzata 4-3 and Benilde 3-2. So
thanks for that insight, Greg. You're helping us out here.
So a common theme there with Lakeville South, as the Irish have also beat Lakeville South 3-2. So tight game there with Hermantown beating Lakeville South 1-0. So if the Irish can hang on to win tonight, that should make for an interesting championship game here at the Hilltop Classic.
Yes, it will. I mean, I think that's the team we all wanted to come up here and watch Rosemount play. You know, it was nice to play against these other teams, but Hermantown's had a good Class A team for a long time, and I think that's the matchup everybody wants to see.
And you just don't want to get ahead of yourself. But I think you get some accuracy there, Chuck. It would be fun to see those two teams play, especially they are the reigning State A champions and Section 7A champs here in the Iron Range.
Yes, Mike, that's right. And I'm sure they're probably anticipating another state tournament trip this spring.
I believe they had quite a few returning, so it should be whoever they play tomorrow will be an interesting matchup. We do hope it is the Irish. Looks like they just finished resurfacing, so the team should be coming out momentarily while they look to let the ice set up. Looks like I thought we had the players coming out of the locker room. That was Max needing help tying his skates, I think.
Yeah, they won't let me in there to help him anymore.
They've come a long way from where they put them on at home before they went to the rink, haven't they, Chuck?
They told me if you play varsity hockey, your dad can't come in and tie your skates anymore.
As much as you'd like to.
As much as he needs it.
And we do have all the defensemen starting tonight, which is a good sign. Garrett Horsager, as some of you may remember last night, the drama with Skategate, where one of the blades in his wheels broke off, and our cameraman was frantically running to find a replacement. We were able to do that, and Garrett joined us in the second period. So we'll start with 6D tonight, which will be a little bit of a refresher. Another comment here from our statistician who's online tonight. Hermantown is actually ranked number 2 in the Class A rankings this year in the state, right behind St. Cloud Cathedral, who is on a torrid start at 9-0. Chuck, I believe you spent some time in St. Cloud.
You know, I drove through there on the way home a couple weeks ago, and I drove right by the St. Cloud Cathedral campus. It's a beautiful school from the Highway 10.
That's just north of Becker, isn't it?
Becker, yeah, just about 10 miles or so from the Becker Furniture Store, the world-renowned Becker Furniture Store.
Beautiful place this time of the year. Nonetheless, they are number 3.
Number 2.
Number 1, actually. St. Cloud's number 1, Hermantown's number 2.
Together they'd be 3.
Yeah, together they would be 3. That's correct. So
we gotta get this game started.
Yeah, we're running out of time.
So we gotta get the players out here on the ice. We're not sure what the holdup is.
Somebody take the 6 and the 2 off the scoreboard. Let's go.
We still have to get the scoreboard cleaned up. So throughout the night, we'll be recognizing some of our fans who are online here, watching the game that's being streamed as we're down to 1:20 probably till they let the players out. But the first group we'd like to recognize tonight, Evan, Marcus, Riley, and Jack have joined us. Chuck, you know that group very well.
I know that crew, yeah. Good kids. They like to have some fun.
They must be watching in someone's basement other than mine tonight.
Finally.
Because we aren't home. But glad you...
watching in your basement.
Maybe they are in our basement. Who knows? If you guys are, help yourself to anything you need. And enjoy the show. Thanks for joining us. Appreciate your guys' support. We'd also like to give a shout out to Mason Wheeler's parents. I believe both Doug and Rachel are watching tonight. So glad to have you guys with us.
Doug, we miss you here. Doug, we miss you up here in Duluth.
We could have used some help getting trucks out of the ditch yesterday, Doug, but we persevered. We know you're sitting in the comfort of your home down in Lakeville, so enjoy the show here as the Buffalo Bison take the ice. Again, they're 4-3-2 on the year so far. They're out of the Mississippi 8 Conference. And have a few large players on their team. Brother tandem, as we were talking earlier. Rossini's. The Irish are delayed in coming out. They make their way to the ice now. So we're finally getting ready for starting lineups here. The Irish will take a quick lap. I'm sure they'll do their ceremonious chant in front of the net, or maybe they'll wait. Looks like they'll wait to do that. be the starting lineups. Buffalo will be our home team tonight. Will Tollefson starting in the nets as we expected. Mason Wheeler starting on the first defensive pairing, and he'll be matched up with Jake Ratzloff.
Jake's got to take it easy tonight. He's down to one stick.
Max Carter will start out on right wing. Followed by Jackson Sabo. And Tyler Linneruth will be the left wing. So as predicted earlier, Chuck, we're back to a lineup here in the opening faceoff that includes Jackson, Tyler, and Max, which has had a productive showing the last couple of outings, and hopefully they can get off to a quick start tonight.
Yeah, it'd be nice for them to step up. They're all three seniors, and the team looks up to them.
I think the other thing we wanted to comment here for those of you online is we are a biased network.
Really, really biased.
We really don't talk a lot about the other team. As you can see, they're doing their lineups, and we're still facing the Irish. We're kind of talking over who they have starting, because quite honestly, it doesn't matter to us. We're here for the Irish.
That's right.
This is the Irish YouTube TV network, and we're here to support the squad. So now they'll do the ceremonious huddle in front of the net there. And Chuck, what you have some insight on what they're saying to each other right now?
You know, Mike, I was just going to ask you, what do you think they're talking about in there?
I think they're comparing Christmas presents briefly.
They're talking about Secret Santas
and making sure that they've everybody's got their phone chargers packed in their bags when they leave. So we'll get ready to drop the puck here now. The refs will shake hands with the coaches, which is a formality here in the Minnesota State High School League.
Yeah, all that friendship wears out as soon as they drop the puck.
One of the refs looks about the same size as the Buffalo defenseman tonight.
Yeah, he's a big one, isn't he?
You would not want to get into an argument with him tonight, I think. Ref checks for the goalies are ready, and we're underway. Rosemount wins the faceoff. There is a quick pass into the zone for Sabo, picked up by Carter. Quick shot there, blocked by Buffalo. And out through the neutral zone they come. They break into the zone there and lose the handle. Wheeler chips it out. Tried to be saved there by Buffalo and skips over his stick. They'll try to break in and set it up again. There's a quick turnover there by Ratzloff. Picks it up. Jackson will go behind the net to Wheeler. Will chip it up to Carter. Stolen there by Buffalo. A quick shot there, missed by Buffalo. Number 8, which is Tyler Brissini, who you keep an eye on tonight for sure, the leading scorer for Buffalo. That's about all we'll say about that.
Yeah, that's enough on him. Irish had a little problem getting the puck out of the zone, but they'll get that ironed out.
So a little bit of a slow start there as they'll change the lines here. Irish will now go with Adam King, Connor Kennefick, and Luke Lewandowski, who wins the faceoff there for the Irish. Luke tries to send one over there to Kennefick that's broken up by Buffalo. Quick into the zone there as Buffalo picks the puck up. Skates around and tries to break the zone. They'll chip it out there. Stolen by Lewandowski with a quick shot there right into the goalie, who makes an easy save for the Irish first shot.
Yeah, they're reuniting these three. They had a lot of luck early in the season. Hopefully that'll spark this line, getting them back together again.
So we'll change the D up here now. Broughton Sabo on the left side and Mason Wheeler on the right. Same forward line of King, Lewandowski, and Kennefick. Buffalo will win that face-off. Try to break the zone. Quick break up there by Broughton Sabo. As Wheeler will pick it up and flip it out to Kennefic, who'll dump it into the zone. Chased in there by Lewandowski. And King will send it around the boards. Buffalo will intercept, and a quick breakout pass attempt there. Gets through with a dump in. Broughton will break that up. D to D over to Wheeler. That'll be chipped in, and icing is called.
I'll get the third line on the ice here to get their legs going here and see if we can tip this ice the other way.
You're right, Chuck. We've got Josh Klopp now with Patrick Hayes. And I can't tell the third wing there.
I think that's Joel Carlson.
Oh, Joel Carlson. Yep, number 6. Another quick pass out of the zone. That'll be icing again of the Irish.
Don't go too far, boys. We're going right back down to the same end.
So they'll bring that back into the zone here with 14:55 to go in the first. One shot on net so far for the Irish. Josh Klopp will take the face off there and win it. Behind the net to Ratzlaff, who will look to bring it out. Up the ice there to Hayes, who chips it forward to Klopp, who breaks in. Tries to center and just goes up over the top of the net, around the boards to Mason Campbell. Down back around the net. Oh, we've got a penalty being called here right out of the gate.
That might be a 5-minute. That was a check from behind, I think.
That one's
going to hurt the Irish.
A little bit of a soft touch there, but just in the wrong part of the body. We'll see what they call here. See what they call. There's a cross check, fortunately.
We'll take that. That could have been ugly.
That could have, I think the velocity of that check, Chuck, is what helped knock that down from a check from behind. Minnesota State High School this year, though, has cracked down since the Jack Jablonski incident, not tolerating a lot of that.
And they should. That's, it's a fun sport. It's a passionate sport, but there's no room for that. Jackson Sable got kicked out of the face-off circle again.
The Irish on the penalty kill here with Sable, Carter, Wheeler, and Ratzlaff killing the penalty here for the Irish. Buffalo will work it up to try to set something up in the zone. They'll send it around the back. Up to the D, who'll have to chip it back in. Broken away from Wheeler, who had a chance there to break away, but just lost the handle there, and Buffalo will regroup. Jackson will apply a little pressure there. They'll force it out to the right. Swing it all the way over to number 7, who enters the zone to set it up. Sabo almost had it broken up there, and the puck will come out of the zone.
Guys, good job. They're keeping the puck to the outside, and they're making Buffalo work a little bit for their shots on goal. There's another good clearing job by Connick. That's Garrett Horsager.
So 48 seconds left here in the power play for Buffalo. They'll break into the zone with an attempted quick shot that's broken up at the defensive position there, all the way over to a wide open, and Tollefson makes the play.
Good job, Willie. Squared up with that puck, caught it right in the breadbasket.
Garrett Horsager there, I think, was going to try to clear the trash and then realized who was in front of him and decided to introduce himself instead.
Probably a good idea. They're going to park that guy right in front of the net.
Irish clear the zone there.
All 6'8", 275, they're parking right in front of Will's face.
So Kennefic now will dump it in. We've got Lewandowski, Kennefic, Horsager, and Mason Campbell out there killing the penalty for the Irish. Nice save there by Tollefson. Buffalo keeps possession.
Penalty's over.
And the Irish have killed off the penalty with now a quick pass to the center, Lewandowski, who breaks up the left side. Poke checked away there. Lewandowski maintains control to Sable there. He'll try to cycle it back into the zone, and around the boards it goes to Ratzlaff, who picks it up, tries to chip it back to Kennefic there. And the Irish just scramble around a little bit as Buffalo will take possession here, break it out of the zone. Quick pass there. Actually tipped by Buffalo, so no icing. Wheeler will look to set it up there. He'll pass that up to Sabo. Linneruth now will try to clear. Buffalo will intercept. And Sabo now breaking out with Linneruth on the left. Closely flanked there by Carter in the behind, and Sabo loses the puck there. But he chases it back down. Carter now breaks to the middle, up to the defense, over to Horsager. He'll take a little wrist shot that's blocked by Buffalo, and a one-timer there just missed by Linneruth. Out of the zone it goes there, and Horsager will dump it back in. Quickly regrouping and changing part of the line there is Buffalo as they try to dump it in and get the rest of the line off.
Yeah, broken stick down there.
The Irish there. Hopefully that's not Ratzlaff.
Yeah, he's down to one stick, I hear.
And a lot of chip and play back and forth there at the neutral zone. Finally, icing is called, and we'll go back to the Irish zone here.
Trying to call it a feeling out period, trying to figure out what's going to work and what's not.
So just received an update there. We don't talk a lot about the other team here. Number 4 from Buffalo is actually a Division I football commit to Wyoming as a wide receiver. His first team All-Metro this year in football at 6'4", 215 pounds. So the hockey community can breathe a sigh of relief at the end of this year that he will not continue playing. Shout out there again to Greg Stefano for our statistician, quickly becoming our statistician.
Greg, what are you doing at home? We need you out here at the rink.
Quick shot there by the Irish just wide of the net. They'll try to keep it in the zone as Wheeler will dump it into the corner. Irish take control. Lewandowski with a quick play that was almost tipped in by Kennefic just wide of the net.
Man, that kid is quick.
Buffalo scrambling now to get it out of the zone. Kennefic keeps it in, stolen by Lewandowski, who makes a quick move to the center. Just can't get a handle on it. The goalie pokes it out. Mason Wheeler will step up to keep it in, and Buffalo will chip it out of the zone. They'll change their lines, and we'll get icing.
Well, Ratzlaff was back out there on the ice. Either stole a stick from somebody or it wasn't him that broke his stick.
So out there now we'll have Josh Klopp and Patrick Hayes along with Joel Carlson. Broughton Sabo and Mason Campbell on defense. And a quick misstep there as Buffalo come up 3-0, and Mason Campbell just takes him out.
Mason Campbell just threw all 92 pounds around.
I mean, I have a feeling Mason might have tried to lose the puck there to instill that hit. We'll play it back around behind the net up to Carlson. We'll try to skate it out the Klopp. And we've got a penalty here on Buffalo here.
Got a hook on somebody. Somebody cheated.
Number 6, Ryan Nelson for Buffalo will be going to the box.
Somebody cheated and got caught.
That's a hook from the ref that stands about 7 feet, I think, Chuck.
I think they're selling him a little short, Mike. He looks like he's pretty tall without his skates on.
I only understand that when you can hear a ref make the call from up here in the press box, I don't think you'll be hearing a lot of the kids chirp him tonight. All right, so the Irish go on the power play here. Got Ratzlaff and Wheeler on the D with Kennefic, Sabo, and Linneruth playing the forwards. Back up to Wheeler, who'll swing it over to Ratzlaff. Take a quick shot there, and he scored!
What a laser!
Jake Ratzlaff with a quick wrist shot from the top of the key from Wheeler.
What a laser!
Who hit the corner with precision accuracy there. The goalie, I'm not sure even saw, and the Irish take a 1-0 lead here with 9:09 left in the first on the power play.
That was a good feed. Jake took his time, got his feet set, and really, really let that shot go. Good job, Jake.
So I did notice that Buffalo was an 86% penalty kill, which did prove to be costly with the Irish strength and power play. Connecting there as the stats would allude. So nice goal there by the Irish to take a 1-0 lead. And it looks like it's agitated the Buffalo Beehive a little bit here, Chuck.
Well, maybe it did, but you know what? I think that gives Rosemount a little bit of confidence as well. Especially when you got the...
Great save there by Tollefson as they take another shot that's blocked by Wheeler. Buffalo will pick it up again. Carter tries to push him off the puck. They'll dump it down behind the net. Ratzlaff, number 4, will tangle with Carter catching the puck now, introducing himself to number 4 as well. And Jackson will just clear the puck out, and we'll have an icing call there.
Wow, they survived that rush. Hopefully this second line will get things going the other way.
We'll get the call here officially on the goal anytime, but we know it was Ratzlaff. I believe it'll be from Wheeler, and I'm not sure if there'll be a second assist. The Irish will win the faceoff and send a quick one out there. Try to get it out there to Kennefic, who'll just miss it. And a quick shot on net there, blocked by Tollefson. Horsagler chip it out there to Kennefic, who just loses the handle, gets it up there to Lewandowski. And Buffalo will dump it in the zone. They'll come around with Horsagler. Buffalo keeps it in. They try to center it just off of Tollefson. And they'll flip it up. We've got another broken stick on the ice.
Another dead stick on the ice.
Buffalo real quick there, chased down by Patrick Hayes. Irish will dump it in and chase it down on the forecheck. Patrick Hayes just about laid out number 2 there, but not quite. And another stick down on the ice. We've got a lot of wood on the floor right now, as Wheeler will dump it in just wide of the net, swinging around, and Hayes will catch that. Try to center it there for Carlson. Just a little late to the puck there. Back up to Wheeler. Oh, and a nice tip there by Hayes, almost directly on net, but just a little bit left. Bodies flying everywhere down in the corner. Swinging around there as Ratzlaff will try to pick it up. The Irish unable to keep it in the zone, and Wheeler will try to chip it away as they'll dump it back in. No icing call there as it was touched in the neutral zone. Buffalo will dump it in on net, and Tollefson will hold the puck there to create another stoppage in the play.
You know, Mike, those sticks aren't really made of wood. They're made of fiberglass these days.
So what you're saying is there's a lot of fiberglass on the ice,
Chuck. A lot of fiberglass on the ice.
Excellent point with carbon.
Well, we've been corrected by our video operator. They're carbon.
So we're at the 10:30 mark here as the Irish break into the zone with Sabo crashing the center there. Mason Campbell dumps it around. Sabo down in the corner with Linneruth. Linneruth fighting on the boards with the puck there. And Buffalo come out with it. They'll try to center it. Linneruth will steal it. He'll swing over with a pass there. And it's a goal! It's a goal for the Irish. I believe that was Jackson Sabo.
That's Jackson Sabo from Linneruth. Good job, guys. Nice forecheck.
What a great play by the Irish there. Linneruth picked the pocket of the Buffalo player there, broke back in on the right side, was able to try to swing it over to Sabo, who with a couple of whacks was able to get it in. And just like that, with 5:54 to go here in the first, the Irish are up 2-0.
That dreaded 2-goal lead.
The worst lead in hockey, Chuck, I believe, is a 2-goal lead.
Yes, that's what I hear.
And it looks like we have a penalty being called on the play as well. And the refs will talk about it, but number 8 has gone to the box. We'll have to see what for here in a minute, but the ref is explaining to the coaches what happened there. Seems to be some discrepancy. So that's the kind of production we were thinking we would get from that line once they mix it up again, Chuck. And number 8 from Buffalo will go to the box for slashing after the goal. So the Irish back on the power play again here, which has a real big chance to open the game up here. Lewandowski will break it in to the zone there.
Lewandowski, Carter, and Adam King are out there on the...
With Horsager and Campbell on D. Wow, almost.
Nice play, Mason.
Almost another penalty there on Buffalo, but they were able to avoid the contact. Horsager keeps it in the zone and passes over to Campbell. Takes a one-timer. Low shot. Just off the goalie's stick and out of play. And we'll switch the lines up here again now.
Keep those legs fresh.
34 seconds into the power play, we'll have Kennefic, Linneruth, Sabo, Ratzlaff, and Wheeler out. This was the line that scored the first power play goal, with Ratzlaff taking a pass from Wheeler at the point. Kennefic down in the corner to Sabo. Back to Kennefic in the slot, who takes a quick shot just off the goalie on the left there. There's some board play now with Linneruth coming out with the puck. He'll try to go behind the net, find an open slot there up to Wheeler. We'll give it back to Linneruth. We'll break to the middle over to Ratzlaff. It was creeping in there. Gives it over to Kennefic, who comes back to the middle now. Takes a quick low shot. Just wide of the net. Sable recovers. Back up to the point for Wheeler. He'll dump it back in, and Buffalo breaks up the play now. And had a 2-on-2. Ooh, a low shot there that Tollefson was able to save. That could have gotten ugly real quick.
That's their hot shot.
That's what they teach you in defense to do, is the low shots, Chuck. Buffalo breaks away again. A little dipsy-do. Tollefson with the first initial save, and another save there as Kennefic will chop it out.
Mason Wheeler had a couple saves there too, I think.
Ref was right there to see some of the potential antics there at the end as Sabo breaks in now. Uncontested around behind the boards. Linneruth almost had a pass there, and Buffalo will break it out. The Irish will change the lines again, or partially. As Buffalo has killed that power play, as the Irish now will really change the lines. Linneruth and Sable will finish their shift. Out now will be Klopp, Patrick, and Joel Carlson, along with Horsager and Campbell again. Up to the middle of the slot there. Quick shot there by Buffalo. What a save by Tollefson. Oh, and just wide on the rebound. Another shot there broken up. Into the zone there. Buffalo takes control to the point. Almost a block there that Tollefson, I'm not sure, saw that one, but it went just wide on the block. And out the zone it comes. Irish will take control and dump it deep. They'll look to change the lines here again now, as we'll get the Lewandowski, Adam King, and Kennefic line out there.
That was deflected into the netting.
Block shot there off the stick of King into the net. 2:52 to go here in the first. Irish still leading 2-0. Irish will win the faceoff there behind the net. And interference call on, not sure who that's on.
I think it's on the Irish.
I guess that's on Connor Kennefic. Connor would like an explanation. Oh, it's not Kennefic. I think somebody else was trying to sneak away there. Adam King, the old switcheroo there.
Yeah, take him. And it wasn't me.
Kennefic did not want to go to the box.
He lobbied well with the tall ref and won, I guess.
The tall ref giving an explanation now to Dan Ubel, assistant coach for the Irish. He saw the ref who was giving the explanation and just agreed. Didn't want to argue with that guy.
He stood up on the bench and disagreed, or agreed. Just like he's looking at him eye to eye.
Uh-oh. Oh, I thought he was asking him to come back, and I thought that would be a mistake. So the Irish on the penalty kill here again now with Adam King to the box for interference. We have Sabo, Ratzlaff, Carter, and Wheeler trying to kill the penalty here for the Irish. Coming away with the puck is Sabo, who leaves it for Wheeler, or D to D around to Ratzlaff, but actually gives it right to the Buffalo player. Quick little chip shot there just wide of the net right. And Buffalo try to set it up. Oh, he tried to go across the ice there. And in doing so, Sabo was able to break it up. Chased by Carter there, who almost got it back, and he'll go back. Nice defensive play there by the Irish. All right, no sooner than did we just let you know that the feed went down, that the feed is back up. So we lost some viewers there at the end of the period, but little surge there by Buffalo is turned away by the Irish at the end there to still be up 2-0 at the end of the first. And we'll be resurfacing now, so sorry about the feed break there. 13 minutes to go here in the resurface till the boys come back. And we're working on the lag as well, so appreciate everyone's patience. We are in northern Minnesota, where the Wi-Fi is not quite like the cities. So doing our best to make sure we're maintaining our power and giving you good quality feed without burning up too much of the network here. Nothing to do with cost, of course, because thanks to our sponsors, Chuck, we're funded through the rest of the season.
That's good to know.
Not so much for the announcing, but...
I'm sorry, I wasn't paying attention. What'd you say, Mike? That period was pretty even, back and forth. There's a lot of shots on goal. There's 19 combined shots on goal. I just think the Irish made a little bit more of their chances, as we see the score being 2-0.
So the Irish put 2 on the board here in the period. First goal there scored by Jake Ratzlaff from Wheeler at the top of the point on the power play. Quite a wrist shot there by Ratzlaff in the top right corner. And I'm not sure the goalie even saw that one, Chuck.
No, I don't think he did. I think he got maybe screened by one of the Rosemount guys, as well as one of his defensemen.
Second goal there, not scored on the power play, but Buffalo trying to break out of the zone there. Linneruth picked the Buffalo player's pocket, cut back to the middle, slid the puck over there to Sabo, who I think on this second attempt was able to get it in the net.
Yeah, they blinked coming out of the zone, and Tyler was Johnny on the spot, got that puck, and returned the favor to Jackson.
So that's where we stand here after the first period. Irish still leading 2-0. We'll start out with a couple more of our shout-outs here, Chuck. I believe Grace Lehman and her squad with Allison and Liv Leary are watching.
Yeah, they usually do.
A couple of regulars at every game. They've been known to chuck the deuce, if you know what I mean by that.
No, that's
Chuck.
Chuck the deuce. Oh, all right. That's good to know. Maddie Murphy also with a birthday yesterday. Congratulations, Maddie, on making it 18 years on this planet.
That's the next milestone between driving and turning 21.
Being able to hang out at the bars, right?
Being able to get into R-rated movies on your own now is quite an experience for these young people.
Yep, they don't have to come and get their parents' permission anymore.
No longer will need mom or dad's assistance to sneak them in.
Yeah, exactly.
So that's always impressive. If you missed earlier too, we just learned our junior gold team is up here playing this weekend.
Yeah, they're over in Superior, Wisconsin in a tournament.
They were able to win tonight against Elk River 5-0.
It's always nice to beat Elk River. That's one team I didn't like when I was growing up. So congratulations.
So
congratulations, JG.
So for that victory, they'll face Ford Francis of Canada tomorrow at 9:30. So if you're in the area, feel free to stop over to the Superior Ice Arena.
Yeah, we're not going to stream that one for you.
That one will not be on the air, unfortunately. We're contractually bound here with our fees this weekend for the Mars Lakeview Arena, and we were able to get an extension to the Hermantown Arena for this afternoon's JV game. But other than that, NBC Sports might be there, we've learned, but our Fox Sports North might show up. But other than that, we won't be over there to see that one. But we'll get updates throughout the afternoon.
Some of the moms talk back and forth to each other, so everybody keeps informed.
One of the few Zambonis I've seen in the state here, Chuck, that as a driver that doesn't look like he quite is 16, but does a remarkable job with the efficiency and precision with which he navigates the paths here.
You know, I've noticed the water amount this guy puts down. He puts down just the right amount so that it's set up by the time the period is ready to get going, and there's no delays waiting for water to turn to ice.
Not have I seen someone navigate water like this since Bobby Boucher did back in the hit movie with Adam Sandler, Waterboy.
Waterboy, yeah.
One of your favorites, Chuck.
Oh, it was a classic. It was a classic.
I know you're fond of the Bayou, and we're excited when that movie came out. That a favorite area that you like to frequent was featured in a major motion picture.
When I get some free time, I like to hang out down the bayou.
So we're just about done here with the resurface. We'll have about 6 minutes until the boys show back up. It'll give the time the ice to set up. One of the locals, I understand, Chuck, is on the feed. Cindy Magnuson is on watching. We'd like to thank her for her recommendations of some of the food establishments that the adults have been frequenting.
You know, Cindy, we got the guided tour when we gave you a ride up here yesterday, and it's paid off. We had a terrific lunch at
the Anchor Bar.
The Anchor Bar today. Awesome burgers, awesome service.
We're pretty sure we saw Bean, the 40-year employee there that didn't like to be recognized, but we picked her out of the lineup, and suddenly our servers changed. So that was an interesting experience.
Yeah, so nothing like those hometown, small town eateries where you can go and have a couple pops, a couple burgers for real cheap.
And one of the few establishments in the country through the 23 seasons of Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives that was featured at one point.
That's right.
On the television show.
That's why I decided that's where we'll go. Tomorrow's venue for lunch is still up for debate, but we'll get that figured out and we'll let you know how it goes.
Chuck apparently now will be our food critic review. We know you're all interested there on the boys are being well taken care of. The adults are having to fend for themselves.
Yeah, you know, we spend all our time and money to make sure their life goes real easy.
So Cindy, thanks again for that. Appreciate the recommendations. Looks like everybody in the crowd there to go talk to is out at the concession stand. At least anybody that we think would be interesting, worth bringing over. A lot of people are shying away from us. We're still trying to find a couple of celebrities and alumni in the crowd here to get over here to ask a few questions, but maybe we'll do that at the end of the second period. Apparently Cindy now is a typing fiend. We were getting more restaurant recommendations. So we have options now for tomorrow. So thanks for that, Cindy. So one of the questions, Chuck, that I've just picked up on the feed also is, what is the Junior Gold team all about? Maybe you can explain to our fans what Junior Gold is.
I guess the best way to put that, Mike, would be that's the kids that don't want the level of competition or commitment that it takes to play high school hockey, but still want to play the sport. You know, maybe borderline bubble kids that still want to play but aren't able to make the varsity or JV squads.
And I think another good point about the Junior Gold is it allows kids who enjoy the game to still play. And at the end of the day, it's all about the kids wanting to play hockey, and doesn't matter what level you play at as long as you play.
Yeah, the passion is still there.
And so we're proud of all the teams at Rosemount, and we're excited to learn the Junior Gold was up here and make sure that the fans out there knew about their success in the area as well.
See how they're doing this year, find out what their record is, because I know they got some good players on that team.
And a lot of the kids that are on that team grew up playing with a lot of the kids on this team. And over the course of your youth career, by the time you become a senior, if you've played from the beginning to the end, it's 14 years of hockey.
14 years, that's amazing.
And some kids have played more depending on if they started even sooner than that, but predominantly it's about 14.
I think out of this senior group, Max is probably the last one to start. And he started in second grade, I think. First or second grade. His mom wanted him to play basketball, but he got those skates on and fell in love with the game.
It has been fun to watch the kids grow up and come through the program. It's one of the reasons why Chuck and I wanted to do the announcing here at the final tournament for us.
Mike, you're getting me emotional here.
Well, Chuck, that's my job here, is to get you a little...
This will be our last road trip up north. We've had a lot of fun. We've taken 2 road trips to Roseau. We've been to Hibbing. Where else were we last year?
We've been to Grand Rapids. We went to Greenway, Coleraine. Been to Virginia and Eveleth.
At one Bantam year, we had
Fargo.
5 out-of-town tournaments. Grand Forks, probably the coldest tournament I was ever to was at Grand Forks.
You might say, Chuck, we've seen the state.
We've seen a lot of the state. Yeah.
Through the eyes of our kids.
Yeah.
All right. Both teams are ready to take the ice again.
Round 2.
We're about to get underway here. The clock will wind down with 20 seconds before they'll blow the whistle. We thought we were going to get another Tollefson in the booth here for a minute, but he skated by pretty quickly. No pun intended.
Kind of hit his face and squirted right by her and couldn't catch him.
Fans are flocking back to their seats now as it's standing room only back up here behind us, Chuck.
That's a big crowd in here tonight. It'll be raucous tomorrow if we can get that matchup with Hermantown we're all looking for.
So we were able to get an update that according to the website, Rosemount's Junior Gold team is 7-1 on the year.
Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome.
Which is equal start to the year for the Irish varsity team here, who after last night's win now stands 8-1. The second period's underway here with Linneruth, Sabo, and Carter Supported there with Ratzlaff and Wheeler as they'll break out of the zone with Carter flipping it up just past Sable's hands, and Buffalo will try to break in. Sable will intercept, and we've got a penalty right out of the gate here. Not quite sure. It's a slashing call, but we'll see who that's on here momentarily.
This is not the same group from the JV game this morning, I'll tell you that much right now.
Looks like Jay Sable will be going to the box. Important to distinguish there because it was not Broughton. Yeah, we want to make sure the right Sable.
We don't want to get Broughton in trouble when he doesn't deserve it.
So the Irish here on the penalty kill with Lewandowski, Ratzlaff, Wheeler, and Kennefic. Whoa, the puck knocked Kennefic over off his skates.
It's the velocity of that puck going around the boards.
Either that or the sniper in the rafters took a shot and knocked him down.
He's back up, though, so it must have been the velocity of that shot.
Either way, they were able to clear the zone, but Buffalo now quickly back in, and they'll dump it down around the boards. Chased down there by Ratzlaff, who will take the puck away. Able to flip it all the way down the ice.
Right on goal.
Almost in the air, all the way down.
I told you, just like last night, the kid's got skills.
Buffalo will try to regroup again here. Pass just back the centerman. Wheeler misses the hip check. Kennefic steps in, and Lewandowski breaks that up and down the ice. It goes actually on net. So we'll try to change the lines here. Irish caught on a line change. The 3-on-1, and carelessly they are offsides, Chuck.
Yeah, with one forward playing defenseman.
Irish there got caught on a line change, poorly timed, and Buffalo had a 3-on-1 potentially, but
luck of the Irish.
Couldn't quite make that work as they're whistled with half the power play gone here now. Irish will win the faceoff there with Campbell, Carter, Adam King, and Horsager out there trying to kill the last half of the penalty here. Buffalo streaming in with a quick shot there on Tollefson, and he'll take that glove side and put a stop on the play.
Keep an eye on that number 22. He took a shot at the goalie on the way by.
15:29 here to go in the second period. 46 seconds left in the power play. Buffalo with a faceoff with a quick shot there, just past Tollefson. He makes the save. Couldn't center it, and the Irish will clear. What a great save there by Tollefson on a quick shot.
It's got a day game tonight. He looks sharp.
So far, he's faced 14 shots and stopped all of them.
That would be a 100% save percentage.
I love it when you can do complicated math, Chuck. That pass goes all the way to the other side, a little too high. There's one thing the kids learned in Pee Wee's, it's a pass to the chest is hard to retrieve. And Buffalo just can't get anything to work here as it comes out of the zone again. They'll circle around here as the penalty is over. And we're offsides again. Just another back-to-back offsides there on Buffalo as the penalty was finishing. The Irish will bring out
line three.
Their third line now with Hayes, Carlson, and Klopp to take the face-off with Wheeler and Ratzlaff on D now. Buffalo tries to keep it in the zone and they can't, but they dump it deep. Tollefson tried to stop it, but Wheeler there's to pick it up, shoots it around to Hayes, will dump it up high over the boards and kept in by Buffalo. Quick shot there, blocked by Wheeler. Front of the net is Carlson now will pass it out to Hayes, but just behind him, chased down by Klopp, and Buffalo will dump it back deep. Wheeler into the corner there is checked on the boards off the puck, and Carlson will try to flip it out and over the boards into the defenseman, and
they're just
a lot of knocking around there.
The
puck shot in offsides. Wheeler's pass broken up as Ratzlaff's back to Wheeler will get it up there to Carlson who tip it deep, and that's icing.
He missed.
Close play there, but definitely behind the red line. And that'll be a stop with 13:52 to go here in the second. Irish being outshot here 15-8, but still leading 2-0.
tip the ice the other way here.
We've got Campbell and Kennefic with Lewandowski and King there. With Broughton Sabo and Mason Campbell now playing D. Buffalo tries to chip it out, broken up by Lewandowski. That'll be swung all the way around. And oh my gosh! Behind the play there.
No penalty call.
Broughton Sabo, and almost a tip in there for number 4 from Buffalo, but just missed, couldn't put the handle on it there.
I can see why I got this football scholarship.
And that puck will be chipped down out of the zone, which is a timely break for the Irish there on an icing call.
Yeah, Buffalo really missed a golden opportunity there.
Twice, they almost looked like we stopped it, and then they were able to regain control, and number 4 just couldn't tip it in. So another break for the Irish. Rosemount's record again is 8-1 right now, off the win last night from Chanhassen. Their one loss came in a closely contested game to Prior Lake.
They got Jackson on a slash.
We got another penalty being called here quickly off the face-off. It's Sabo, Jay Sabo, to the box for slashing.
That's his second trip this period.
Chopping the wood there is what the ref motioned. We should be telling him it's chopping the composite graphite, Chuck.
Chopping the carbon.
And the Irish will go on the penalty kill here again with Lewandowski, Kennefic, Ratzlaff, and Wheeler to kill the penalty here. Quick pass back up to the slot for Buffalo. Almost lost in the block by Wheeler. Buffalo all the way to the other side and to his backhand, which is just not controllable. Tipped out of the zone there by Lewandowski. Will chase it down on the forecheck.
Bright young star on the Irish horizon.
He'll break that up, and Wheeler will chip it back to the neutral zone. Buffalo will try to bring it in, almost offsides, but the Irish will send it all the way down. Buffalo just not able to get anything going on the power play tonight. So they'll bring it into the zone, try to cut back to the middle. He'll sauce it over to the right with a quick low shot, and Tollefson puts the stifle on it.
He gobbled it right out. Gobbled it right out. Looks like Rosemount's going to change their penalty killers here.
Rosemount not allowing a lot of second chance shots tonight, which is part of Will's specialty here. You won't see a lot of rebounds come off of Will Tollefson.
Oh, he's like a nice feather pillow. He's just...
Irish on a break here. Puck chipped up by Carter on a diving clear to King. And smartly dump it back in. We're down to 47 seconds on the power play here for Buffalo as they'll try to break out of the zone all the way across the ice to the right. As they'll enter in with a man breaking to the middle, broken up and sent down the ice again by Carter. Fans not very happy with Buffalo inability to set up the power play here as they dump it in again, and Tollefson will put the stifle on it again. Not quite sure what the strategy there is, Chuck, with the dump and chase on the power play.
They're struggling. You know what? The ice is tilted that way, but like you said, they're a man up, but they just can't get things together.
21 seconds left in the penalty here for Jackson Sabo. Another quick
nice
stop.
Save by Tollefson.
Another quick stop by Tollefson. Killed another 3 seconds. Well, an unfortunate bounce there for the Irish, Chuck, as the face-off was right to the point. And then a quick wrist shot from the point there, I believe was tipped by somebody in front. But it's hard to tell. I'm not sure if they'll give the goal to the defenseman who shot it or the man in front of the net. But clearly, Tollefson was screened there. And we've got a 2-1 game just like that with 11:24 to go in the second.
Yeah, that puts an end of a long string of shutout minutes by Will.
Well, they grabbed the puck for that, so that must be whoever scored that first goal of the year.
Yeah.
I doubt it's his 100th.
No, I don't. I doubt that as well.
So we'll go with the first goal of the year for the Buffalo player, and they'll wave him off. Kind of a mall cop move there by refs, I think, Chuck, when they wave him out of the dot like that.
Yeah, especially after a goal.
That was a power play goal, so
Yeah, there's 13 seconds left in the penalty.
true to form there. The Irish have to try to contain themselves and not get in the box anymore. Eventually that'll catch up with you.
Yeah. It's hard to play one man short all the time. The lines get messed up. You're battling from behind.
Got the Jackson Sabo, Linneruth, and Carter line out there. Now Carter breaks that up. Oh, and he'll look to make a pass in front to Linneruth. Just a little bit out of his reach, but Sabo will keep it in the zone. Linneruth will break back to the net. Swing it behind the boards to Linneruth. He'll give it to the middle. Picked up by Carter, who'll dump it back into the corner. Sabo will swing it around to Linneruth. He'll come out on the other side. Off the boards that are Ratzlaff, who one times it just wide of the net. Picked up, though, by Sabo. He'll swing it around the boards to Linneruth, who takes a headshot there. But they're able to keep it. Oh, what a play!
Wow.
Sabo was able to regain that puck control there to Carter, who fed a nice little pass to Linneruth as he dragged it through the slot.
Somebody flipped the switch on the bench. Somebody turned the power on.
Caught the goalie going the other way and just couldn't get it in on the left side.
Oh boy, that's a good shift. Good shift.
But what turned out to be a potentially damaging play there for the Irish turned in almost to another goal and a great scoring opportunity with 10:22 to go here in the second. To change the lines as the shot just goes wide left or right. Carlson, Klopp, and Hayes are out there now with Campbell and Horsager. Horsager will tie it up back in the boards there. Buffalo will center it. And a quick backhand shot just wide right as Tollefson got a piece of that. Breaking out now, Hayes all the way over to Carlson, who gets it in his skate and can't get control, but he'll dump it in. And he's almost run over there. Coaches wanted a penalty, but there's no call. That'll be blocked there by Lewandowski. In over to Kennefic, who swings it past to Lewandowski. He scores! Unbelievable play there. Again, what looked like to be damaging was Carlson getting it stuck in his skates. Is blocked and picked up.
That Carlson with that pass across the...
And Kennefic picked that up, swung it back to Lewandowski, who five-holed the goalie there.
That must have been Adam King with that nice feed to Lewandowski.
I think it was actually Kennefic down here on the right. It was definitely Lewandowski on the score. At the 7:24 mark here of the second period, Irish back up with a two-goal lead, 3-1.
Like I said,
so both King and Kennefic get the assists on that from Lewandowski.
That's awesome. That's awesome. That was good work.
A nice full line play there.
You know, that line had a lot of success earlier in the season. It's nice to see them back together again.
Great full line play there as the Irish get back up by 2, 3-1 here. Coach Ricky Sainty will keep that line out. And we'll try to swing it back with the new defensive pairing of Wheeler and Ratzlaff. Wheeler will swing it to Ratzlaff. We'll try to get it up to Kennefic, back to Ratzlaff, who juggles it around the Buffalo players. They'll try to center it out there, but Buffalo sends it back into the zone. Delayed offside call there. Kennefic will swing it up and down into the zone just past the line, so no icing. Chased in there by King, who actually, on the forecheck there, is able to get the puck away as Linneruth chases it down now into the corner. Carter tries to take a shot there.
Got to go now.
Oh, and there'll be a penalty called here as long as Linderuth doesn't retaliate. Great non-retaliation there by Linderuth as he draws a penalty with the Buffalo player knocking the stick out of his hand and taking a shot to the head.
He must get that calmness from his mom, because I know his dad would have been.
Well, there's no doubt about that. And just noticed Tyler's hair is getting so long, he's actually got a headband in tonight.
Oh, he does.
Not sure what that's all about. We'll have to see if we can get in between the periods and ask what's going on there. But nonetheless, he's able to draw the penalty here with 8:36 to go in the second. And the Irish will go on the power play here with Linderuth, Sabo, and Kennefic out there with Wheeler and Ratzlaff. Buffalo waved out of the dot again. Irish will win. Buffalo will clear the zone there. It's hard to see what was going on in the corner. Tollefson will send it all the way up the ice, but there's nobody there, and Buffalo intercepts and sends it back.
Well, that's better than what he did
There's
last
a skate
night.
kick right to Kennefic. I'm sorry, that's Wheeler. We'll pass it over. Oh, to Kennefic, who just misses that. Linderuth stays back while Wheeler breaks in and takes a quick shot there off the shin guards. Ratzlaff keeps it in the zone, cycles it around to Kennefic, who goes behind the net to Sabo, who swings it back up to Wheeler. Wheeler swings it over to Ratzlaff. He doesn't have an angle, but he tries to reposition himself only to be blocked there. Linderuth, though, able to maintain control, sauces it back up to Ratzlaff. We'll take a quick wrist shot low, but Sabo just isn't quite able to tip it. He'll swing back up to Ratzlaff again. Who's on the other side. Takes a wrist shot at all. Glove saved by the goalie.
A lot of wrist shots out of Ratzlaff. He's got that. He's down to one stick now for the rest of the weekend. So I think he's saving that big bomb.
So great puck movement there.
They did.
By the Irish.
They made some nice passes. Made the cross ice passes.
Ratzlaff with another quick low shot there. The goalie was able to make the stop. Buffalo able to clear the zone as Campbell will send it over to Horsager. They'll go backwards now with Lewandowski, Carter, and Adam King out to work on the second half of the power play. Tollefson will drop the puck to keep the play going here, and out comes Luke Lewandowski. Whoa, that could have been a trip. Oh, and Lewandowski somehow gets back on his feet as we've got a 3-on-2 now, all the way over to Horsager, who'll get it back up there to Campbell. Takes a shot just wide, right of the net, and Lewandowski's there. And just can't get it in the side of the net.
Just keep pressing, Lukey. Keep pressing. You'll do all right.
But another couple of quick shots there as Horsager swung it up to Mason Campbell there, who just shot it wide right, but Lewandowski was there for the rebound.
They're doing a good job moving that puck side to side. That opens up those shooting lanes. Gets that goalie moving.
31 seconds to go in the power play here. Buffalo waved out of the dot again. Sabo able to take control to Wheeler, who will come to the middle and take a low shot. That's just blocked wide left and kept in by Jackson.
Nice job.
With Lewandowski now on the other side, keeping it in, and Wheeler taking control with no D on the left. Ratzlaff was already ready to protect the breakout. As that cycles down in from Lewandowski out to Kennefic, all the way over to Ratzlaff, who's swinging up to Wheeler, take the one-timer low, and just a blocker save there to the right. The power play is over for the Irish, both teams at full strength. Irish maintaining control behind the net with a quick shot there just wide left by Kennefic. He'll circle back around the net to chase a Buffalo player who just happens to get it out of the zone, but broken up by Wheeler, who sends it back in. Buffalo tries to regroup. Quick cross-ice pass out of the zone. Unfortunately, no one there to pick it up. And Ratzlaff will drop it back to Kennefic with a low shot just tipped wide right of the net. Buffalo again, cross-ice coming out. Ratzlaff there to intercept. Cycles it back up to Lewandowski, who circles back through the middle of the ice now, who comes in past everybody, crosses through, and a quick play saved by the goalie there with a breakaway now potential. Mason Campbell able to break up that play with a potential breakaway for Buffalo, as that now is broken out of the ice and sent back in. Wheeler will try to regroup the squad now as they'll come out with a quick pass up there to Lewandowski again. would creep up the left side. He could draw a penalty easily with a shot just wide left. Patrick Hayes with the puck now up to Mason Campbell, who can't keep control, and the puck comes out of the zone. Lewandowski again just showing that fifth gear that he has. As Joel Carlson is taken down there with no call. Back to Wheeler, over to Horsager.
Legs swept out from underneath him.
Irish will dump it in. Campbell will step up.
Oh,
nice play.
Nice pinch.
Patrick Hayes ridden off the puck there. As Buffalo tries to break out again, all the way across the ice to the wide open man. As he'll break to the center, and it's broken up by Carter. Nice defensive play there. Of course, he is a defensive mind. As they'll try to swing that out, they'll dump it back in wide right, and Horsager will pick that up. Over to Mason Campbell, who will send that back to Horsager, who send it all the way up the ice to Wheeler, who just can't hold on to it. Or sorry, that's Joel Carlson. Now they'll swing it all the way up to Patrick Hayes, just out of his reach, but picked up by Klopp there.
Gotta get that line off there.
Irish need a line change. Oh, and that was off the side of the net, or off the side of the goalie?
Off the side of the net, but that was close to being a good dump in. Looked like he was past the red line.
So 4:06 to go here in the second period, and fast-paced action we're witnessing by both teams. Shots are just about even up now, 19-18 in favor of Buffalo. And the Irish will be removed from the dot now with Sabo.
This guy is a mall cop, I think.
Carter will go in and take it and win it. Over to Ratzlaff. We'll get it to Wheeler. We'll send it up to Linneruth. Will brace himself for the eminent check. Then flips it up the boards. And almost
almost had a 2-on-1 there.
Almost had a play there with Sabo not able to take control, but Linneruth was trailing to be able to take it. And Linneruth able to pin it up against the boards there until he gets some help, and that'll go off of somebody on the Irish stand. Looks like Luke.
Looks like Lewandowski took it on the side of the
as he's
side of the neck. He's kind of
bent over now. A jugular shot to Lewandowski.
I don't know. Coach Ubel is standing there laughing at him.
And Luke will take a shot of Gatorade and shake that off. That's the difference between soccer players and hockey players, Chuck. Soccer player would be on the ice for 20 minutes. Lewandowski takes a shot of Gatorade. He'll be back the next shift. Coming into the zone now is Sabo, who dangles around and puts it out front. They just can't convert. Tried to hit Carter there on the back door, but the goalie just
he sniffed that one out.
Put the glove down on it, and we've got to stop. Oh, another mall cop. Here he's waved out of the dot again. I think that's 5 in a row. Oh, and a quick shot gets through Sabo, who centers it. Linneruth takes a shot just over the top of the net. Irish somehow able to keep control in the zone here, as Linneruth will chase that down back behind the net there to Sabo on a cycle, who can't get a handle on it to send up a pass, and out the zone it comes. Wait, Ratzlaff will try to chip that back to Sabo, and he'll center it all the way across the ice to Linneruth, who will drop it for Carter, and Carter will send it all the way in.
That line's done.
Chased down by Sabo, who Buffalo will take control and bring it out now. Through the center of the ice goes number 20, who leaves it with a quick shot just wide left of the net. 22 with another low shot broken up by Wheeler. Linneruth will just try to get it out of the zone, and he does, as Kennefic will chase that down on the forecheck. Linneruth able to take control. We've got a 3-on-1. They'll pass it back and all the way over behind Kennefic. Irish missed a good opportunity there with a 3-on-1. Just couldn't get that set up. Back behind the net it goes. Now out of the zone will come Buffalo with a 2-on-2 here. Breaking in. Buffalo will dump it deep, and a couple of headshots there. No call. Great play there by Horsager to keep that from getting in front of the net. And across the ice with a flip up to Lewandowski now, who just happens to beat the player who comes away with the puck now. I tell you, just the speed there is fun to watch. As now Buffalo will come back the other way, and Campbell's able to get it out of the zone here, but we've got a penalty called by the ref all the way on the other side of the ice. I can't tell who he's pointing at, Chuck, but
I didn't see either. He's discussing some issues with some of the Rosemount players, but it looks like he might have got him with a high stick.
basically telling them, what do you want me to do?
Well, he's going to let him off the hook today.
Oh, I guess there is no call. I'm not sure. Maybe it was offsides, which you don't see the linesmen typically call offsides, but he did here. The Irish will win that face-off, swinging around with 1:30 to go here in the period now. The Irish have a chance to do something with little time left. Attempt to try to change the line, and Linderuth will dump it in. Oh, and
watch out for flying
we've
Canucks.
got a souvenir into the stands there.
Yeah, that one's not coming back.
We're not quite sure who got that. Oh,
Well, that went on to a bunch of hockey players, so I guess they really don't need it.
apparently it landed in a mom's lap who was not thrilled about keeping that one. He threw that back. Already said all that. 1:15 to go here. Could be a delay of game here.
Oh, he's going to kick him out. Well, there's at least 10 face-offs this period this guy's kicked out of.
1:15 to go in the period. Quick shot there by Ratzlaff from the point. And a glove save by the Buffalo goalie again. .109 to go in the period. Sabo to face it off. Linderuth able to check number 20 off the puck. And the play is getting physical here with Buffalo coming in and a quick shot over the top of the net. Carter will intercept that up the boards, but Buffalo keeps it in the zone, and another quick shot as Carter intercepts that. Tries to feed it up to Sabo. It's just broken out. Linderuth will quickly tap that into Sabo, who dumps it deep. Buffalo now will flip it all the way out, and that looks like it's going to go all the way down. They wave off the icing, calling out that somebody had touched it. And a little dipsy-do play. Tollefson with two great saves there in the closing minute here. And now a breakaway for Lewandowski, who slots it all the way over there to King, who just can't keep the handle on it, but he'll bring it all the way out and over. We're down to 10 seconds here, and the Irish will dump it in. That should end the period. Buffalo will take one last shot, and Tollefson will stop that puck. I'm not sure he saw it. Oh, and very sheepishly.
Oh, yeah, Will didn't like that. Will did not like that.
I don't think the ref saw what the
I don't know if
Buffalo player did there. Very disrespectful to the goalie, tapping it in after play had stopped.
I agree, yeah. I don't know what's going to happen here if they're going to...
And Will not happy about that and fires the puck to the boards, and it looks like he'll get a penalty here. Which is really unfortunate because the Irish played a solid period of hockey there to take the lead again 3-2.
Once they were able to keep out of the penalty box, they were able to put some pressure on and make Buffalo make some mistakes and then pounce on those mistakes. But that's the key, staying out of the penalty box.
It's unfortunate, but the retaliation is always the one that gets called again. But
we found that out a couple of times already this weekend. But you know what? The captains are out there lobbying for their goalie, and hopefully they'll...
Very disrespectful by the Buffalo player there to tap the puck in the net there after the play had stopped, and Will Tollefson did not like that. I don't blame him.
Kind of an unwritten rule. You're not supposed to do that. Otherwise... people would be taking pot shots at goalies all the time after the whistle or after the horn sounds.
Linderuth and Sabo are lobbying for Will's case, but I
don't think they've had enough law school.
I'm sure they'll be unsuccessful, and Ricky now wants a little word on that as well. The captains will skate off the ice here, and Coach Saney will have a word on what happened.
I don't think he's got enough law expertise to get Will out of this jam either.
It's an interesting end to another period of hockey here. 15 minutes to go now on the resurface. Let's recap the goals here. Buffalo scored first in the period. We don't really care about that.
Who cares?
I don't even remember who did it. But then the Irish, quick puck to pass play there with the line breaking in, allowing...
Who did get that goal? If we look back through our live chat feeds, we'll probably find out. But like I said, after they stayed out of the penalty box, they were able to put some momentum together and put a lot of pressure on the Buffalo defense.
It was Lewandowski that scored that goal, Chuck, on the play that came from King and Kennefic.
That's right.
We're not sure who had the first assist there, but clearly a nice play to get the puck to Lewandowski, who put it through the 5-hole of the goalie there to take the 2-goal lead again at 3-1. So it looks like Will Tollefson's penalty is going up on the board, so he will be most likely flagged for unsportsmanlike conduct.
That's all right. We know he's involved
and
in the game.
I don't disagree one bit, Chuck. I think that's a penalty that should have gone against Buffalo, actually.
Yeah.
I don't think there's a penalty for disrespect, but the Irish has got to hold their ground, and you just can't take that from any team.
No, I think they show that they can kill a penalty with the best of them, and I think they'll be all right. That's right.
I think it's another good lesson, though, in the retaliation never pays. But in this case, I think it's. I don't think they'll be on Will for that.
No.
I think that's one of those things you got to do, and Will had it. Will, has faced 23 shots so far, let one in. That's just a little bit above a 95% save percentage.
How many shots did you see last night? Do you remember?
He faced about
15.
Yeah, it wasn't quite as many as tonight.
No. He's been sharp. His dad. I was talking to his dad earlier, and he said there was one. He didn't think he was in the game last night. I said, well, he had a shutout. He said, well, there was a couple times he wasn't even ready. There was a face-off right ahead of him, and he wasn't even ready. Well,
nothing to be shameful about a 92% save percentage through 2/3 of a hockey game.
Nothing wrong with that.
The other goalie for Buffalo, has got quite the stats going this year. I don't think they faced a team like Rosemount yet. Not quite as good a save percentage as Will right now, but still playing solid hockey. But the Irish are going to come at you with full force. They move the puck as well as any team in the state, and they're able to put it in the net more times than not. And that's one of the reasons why they're 8-1 this year.
Yeah, 8-1 and trending up, I would say. Trending up.
They do have a tough schedule coming up. Once we get past the holiday, they'll face
St. Thomas,
Egan, and Lakeville North, with Apple Valley wedged in between one of those games.
Yeah.
So that'll be a little bit of a meat grinder test for them.
True test for them right there. I don't think Lakeville North has the firepower they have in the past, but it's still a quality program. Egan's got some nice players. St. Thomas, of course, has the best team money can buy. So yeah, that's what it's all about. That's what it's all about. Speaking of some of those other teams, Egan lost to Hastings today, a little bit of a shocker. Hastings does have a 7-2 record, but I think Egan was another team that was trending up. Lakeville North lost to Duluth East, I think it's one day last week or right before the Christmas break. There's a couple other surprises. Prior Lake, the only team to beat Rosemount, lost to Chaska, a team that Rosemount beat. Chaska beat Prior Lake 8-0 the other night. So there's some surprises and teams making statements at this time of year. Because after the holidays is the time of year you want to start putting things together and getting things headed the right way, where you're making position pushes for section seedings and state tournament bursts. And it's an exciting time of the year.
If we recall from the start of the season last year, the Irish had a quick loss to Jefferson and then went on a tear to be in a similar position they are right now.
Yeah, they rattled off like 15 games in a row. They won.
Was a high number, was a school record for the number of wins in a row they had to finish the season with a record as well. So again, to come out of the gates here with an 8-1 start, leading through 2 periods here in the Hilltop Classic against
One thing I always told the kids when I was coaching was, with success comes expectations, and they had a lot of success last year for a team that struggled maybe the previous, I don't know, 7 to 8, 9 years. They really didn't put much of a product out there on the ice, and they changed that culture around a little bit, and people are expecting more out of them, and they're stepping up to the plate and providing a good product. It's good to see.
You know, one other shout out real quick. You know, you've got a lot of money, Chuck.
Oh, loaded. I'm loaded, yeah.
You know, one place for those of you with high wealth or low wealth could take your money would be Kusky Financial Services.
Was he pandering on the live chat? Is that what he was doing?
Well, we are looking for a sponsor, and if you'd have worked with me a little bit there, Chuck, we might have had been able to pull the trigger.
Sorry, Brett.
That's Kusky Financial Management and Wealth Services, locally brought up Rosemount alumni Brett Kusky.
Hockey alum, yes.
Happy to help you out with your financial needs.
Good guy, great guy. He's always supported the kids in a positive way.
So thanks for joining us tonight, Brett. We know you miss being up at these events. Yeah. The pull tabs are non-existent up here, so you're safe this weekend with the rest of us not able to find any. So we're just about done with the resurface here again.
Nice.
Still about 6 minutes to go before the boys will be out.
Half a lap to finish up here. Just the correct amount of ice or water on the ice. Again, we'll have to give this guy his props for the weekend work.
Hopefully our cameraman decides to make it back here.
He took a break on us. He didn't even ask us if we wanted anything.
So this should be an exciting third period coming up here, Chuck.
They got that dreaded 2-goal lead, and hopefully they'll be able to put the foot on the accelerator and play like they did the second half of that second period.
We've got an out-of-town scoreboard update here for those of you following the World Juniors. USA is leading Kazakhstan 4-1 at the end of the first. Chuck, what do you know about Kazakhstan?
I know they're a country in Europe somewhere, and they're not very good at hockey, would be my guess.
So the last time you were there, what were some of the favorite sights you saw?
Well, there was the ruins in northern Kazakhstan, and then there was the ruins in northern Kazakhstan. There wasn't a whole lot to see there. They did have that one rink that was not in very good shape. Matter of fact, it was kind of a ruin as well.
Would you recommend anyone visit Kazakhstan if they were able to get over there?
No, not necessarily. I don't think so.
I'm not sure where they pull their hockey players from, but the U.S. is certainly dominating them tonight 4-1 at the end of one. We know there's some people following the World Juniors and want to make sure we get the update there, so thanks for that update from the feed there. Probably a good weather update for today, Chuck. I know we got 17 inches of snow here in Duluth, and but the roads miraculously seem to be bone dry on the highways and should be make for a good drive home tomorrow.
The Public Works did a great job. Some of those streets were almost undrivable last night. I know a couple of them going uphill they shut down because of the snow and ice, but they did a good job, got them cleared off. It was nice and easy to get up here to the rink tonight.
The sun actually made an appearance late this afternoon, which helped burn a little bit of the ice off the automobiles.
I got myself a pair of Oakley sunglasses. I haven't been able to use them much here lately. I got a chance to break them out today.
So about 3 minutes to go here before the boys will show back up. As a reminder, we'll start the period. The Irish will start the period on the penalty kill after a little bit of a disrespectful play there by Buffalo to end the period was responded to with Tollefson shooting the puck at the boards, and the ref didn't take a liking to that. Interesting fun fact here that's just popped in. We will let the source remain nameless here. But Rosemount coach Ricky Sainty has won more games as a coach than he won all 3 years of his playing. So we'll let you fans deduce what that means. But Ricky doing a nice job here in his first year and a half as the head coach of the Irish. I'm sure as they listen back on this, he'll reflect fondly of those years when he was playing in the late 90s and early 2000s. So
yeah, that's a fantastic fun fact.
That's a great fun fact. I'm sure that'll be replayed. And if he doesn't listen to it, I'm sure the kids will let him know about that. So it's good to get that on the air. We're down to under a minute here and still no sign of anybody. Both coaches must be letting their teams know what it's going to take here in the third period. Looks like Buffalo is making their way back to the ice. Buffalo back on the ice here. And the Irish back on the ice here now as well. Should be underway here momentarily. We lost Chuck, had to take a phone call, and he took the mic with him, so I hope he's not in the bathroom. TJ will have to let us know if he is, because he's the only one that can hear the audio. Oh, and here comes Chuck back. So we're
the pizza was sitting there. The pizza just got delivered. They're supposed to eat after the game.
Oh, so we thought maybe you ran to the bathroom with the mic. We were hoping you turned it off. Jackson Heim makes the score sheet. Serving the penalty respectfully for Will Tollefson, as we talked about at the end of the period. Jackson Sabo able to steal the puck away as Max Carter will swing it back to Wheeler, who will dump it all the way in off the back of 7. And that's a stinger. Effective dump in there by Wheeler. As Buffalo will now try to break it out of the zone and set up the power play. That's Sabo, Wheeler, Ratzlaff, and Carter there. Will Tollefson with another fantastic save there on an open net with his pads there. Just rejects Buffalo on a fantastic play there. Buffalo will regroup and try to come back in the zone, and they'll dump it deep. It'll swing around, picked up by Wheeler. We'll flip it around and out of the zone.
There goes that ineffective Buffalo power play.
Irish will look to change up the lines here now with Kennefic, Lewandowski, Horsager, and Campbell as they'll dump it deep. Kennefic on the front end of that, chases it down, chooses wisely, but just out of his reach. Back over to Buffalo now.
Turn the ball by Garrett Horsager.
Right into the slot that's blocked by Campbell. Buffalo with a careless play there.
Good job, Mason.
And the Irish will send it all the way down, which now that's a short board pass that Lewandowski could have easily picked off. Irish doing a nice job on the forecheck here. So they're forcing Buffalo to turn it over again on the power play here. And that's an icing on the power play. I don't know how many times you can see that, Chuck.
That's a sin on a power play. Icing and offsides on a power play.
You just can't have that happen in a game you're down 3-1.
That'll drive coaches nuts.
Basically wasted a minute 40 of this power play with 20 seconds to go and have maybe a shot on net that Will Tollefson.
Yeah, they had a really good chance there. Will got out of position a little bit, but
we'll go to Sabo, Carter, Wheeler, and Ratzlaff now to kill the rest of the penalty on Will Tollefson. That's being served by Jackson Heim. Buffalo will try to set it up for one last charge. They'll break out to the left and they'll lose the puck again. Picked up by the centerman over just out of his reach. Close to icing again, and that'll be the end of the penalty kill for the Irish. They're back to full strength with Sabo now breaking in with Linneruth. Stuck, and Linneruth will try a quick shot that'll go up over the net and out of play. So tangled up a little bit there, but still found a way to pull the trigger. So we'll go with the Sabo, Linneruth, and Carter line with Wheeler and Ratzlaff on D. Irish will win the faceoff there, kept in by Wheeler. Will send it down around the boards. Carter will pick it up. He'll send it back around to Linneruth. He'll be pinned up against the boards, and Buffalo will take control. They'll swing it around and lose the puck there. It'll be picked up by Linneruth. He'll send it back deep again. Nice play there as Buffalo now will take control and break it out. They'll chip it in deep, and Wheeler's there. Nice reverse hit as he's taken down in a penalty. That'll draw a penalty on Buffalo there as Sabo will slow it down to set it up to get Tollefson off the ice. Ratzlaff now will bring it through. He'll send it back to Wheeler, and the Irish will try to regroup here to get a 6-on-5. I think they're just trying to get the ref to leave his arm up as long as he can.
I think they're looking for one of those home run passes.
That'll be the end of that opportunity. I think the ref's arm was falling asleep. It was in the air so long there, Chuck.
Lost blood there. That arm was up there a long way because that's the tall ref.
That'll be a holding. That'll be a holding penalty on Buffalo as they'll go to the box here with 13:42 left in the third. Power plays out there now with Adam King, Lewandowski, and Carter. They'll try to break out with a nice back check there by Lewandowski. Horsager now will take control of the puck behind the net and swing it over to Campbell. Lewandowski now will break it out. Come up the left side there with nobody even close to him as he'll send it through the defender's legs there. They'll go back up to Campbell, who'll dump it in. Carter will leave it for Lewandowski. He'll swing it back up to the top to Campbell, who'll get it over there to Horsager. Back to Campbell. Swing it over to Lewandowski. Down to the corner to Kennefic. Back to Campbell, who almost loses control and dumps it back down to King. Over to Campbell. Quickly over to Horsager. One time there by Campbell low, and that hit Carter in the foot.
Right on the inside of the skate.
Oh, but kept in there by Campbell and just lost it coming out now. Horsager, nice defensive play there to keep control. Will swing it all the way over to Lewandowski, just out of his reach. And that'll come all the way down the ice, picked up by Horsager, who'll give it over to Sabo now, who's going to come out of the zone, swings it all the way over. No one's there.
Lewandowski was heading off for the change.
And the Irish now, well, that could have been a hook. Let's chip it up there, Ratzlaff to Sabo, who'll bring it in. They'll try to set something up. That'll go across the ice and be blocked by Kennefic, who will lose the handle there and over to Wheeler. Wheeler will bring it in. Short angle shot just over the top of the net. And Ratzlaff back into the corner to Linneruth now, who's on the ice, to Kennefic, who'll bring it back. Looks for an opening through the middle there. Doesn't see one. Gives it back to Kennefic. Down to Linneruth in the corner. Back to Kennefic. Two of the longest syllable names to use back to back to back. And Buffalo's back to full strength, picked off by Ratzlaff, who now will take matters in his own hands. Sabo just goes wide! And Sabo actually fanned on that.
He shot a changeup. The goalie would have stopped it if he'd have got all of it, but he gave the old changeup.
That's what they call the Kuznetsov. I think Sabo was trying to put the stick on the puck, fanned on the shot, but moving towards the net, it went right through the goalie's pads. And a 5-hole phantom shot, we'll call that, Chuck. I think it's going to go to Sabo.
Yeah,
the refs are talking about it. They're not sure exactly what happened. But Sabo was first through the line.
That's usually how you tell who scored.
And it's a 4-1 Irish lead with 11:35 to go in the third. That'll be Sabo from Ratzlaff there on the fourth goal of the game. So you wish they could all be that easy, Chuck.
Yeah, that one worked out all right.
Quick shot there by Buffalo.
Carlson.
Makes a quick save and off the stancha. Into the center of the ice now is Carlson, tries to pick it up, and Klopp tries to dump it in. Out now as Buffalo breaks in with a 3-on-2. Tollefson with another nice save. Back behind the net. Buffalo will try to center it, but no one's there. And we'll sauce that one out to Kennefic, who's on a clear break on the right side there. He'll have to break back around the side just past where he could get it, and Kennefic will send it back deep.
He leaked out there. There's nobody out there with him.
Irish missed another chance there, but King there with a quick shot. Glove saved by Buffalo. That'll stop the play. So 4-1 lead now for the Irish with 10:24 to go. It's Lewandowski, King, and Kennefic with Wheeler and Ratzlaff. Irish will win the face-off. Back to Ratzlaff, who'll dump it in. That'll swing all the way around, and Ratzlaff pinching up a little too much there with Buffalo now taking control. King will knock him down.
Oh, that's a little too far out there.
Tim Rozak.
So another stop in the play here. .10:03 to go. Shots pretty even again, Chuck. 26 for Buffalo, 24 for the Irish. the difference there. The Irish putting 4 in with Buffalo only putting 1 in.
They're putting the biscuit in the basket. That's what it's all about.
Another wave out of the dot, which is surprising for this ref tonight.
Yeah, it must be like 24 or 25 of them already this game.
Linneruth there with a quick flip up the ice. Buffalo tries to take control there into the zone. Another low shot there, just wide left. Rossini with another quick shot there from the point. Tollefson steers that one away, and Carter now will send that back to Horsager. Will swing it up to Linneruth just out of his reach, and all the way down the ice that goes. That could be icing, and it will be. So quite a few stops here the last couple of minutes have delayed the end of this game. We're at 9:25 to go still. It's a late night for the boys, considering if it holds up this way, they'll get the late start tomorrow.
Yeah, they'll have to hurry up and get out of the showers. The pizza's waiting for them back at the hotel, and get a good night rest and go at it again tomorrow at 3 or 3:30. Oh, what a surprise.
Another wave out of the dot.
Unbelievable.
This ref definitely had authority issues as a youngster, I think. He's taking advantage of it now.
Fourth line's getting minutes now.
With the authority on the ice here. Quick dump in there. We've got the Beatty, Bowick, and Brum out there. We lost our program here with our numbers. It's good to see that line out there here. Hopefully they can do something with Beatty now. Oh, and we made a line change there. Quite
Mason
just
really
not at the opportune time, but
Mason really was more than happy to help out with him though.
that puck will get dumped in with Wheeler sending it back around to Horsager. He'll get it up to Joel Carlson. He'll just lose control. They'll dump it back in. Wheeler will take control again, send it up the ice. Patrick Hayes will intercept. Tries to get a pass out, takes it himself, and down goes Hayes.
Down goes Hayes.
Hard there on a check off the puck. Buffalo will bring it in. They'll try to center it.
Good tie up there by Campbell.
Good defensive play. As they'll bring it out again to Carlson, and Carlson will dump it in. Irish will try to change the lines again. Quickly here as Buffalo will try to break it out. It's broken up there by King. Will take a quick shot, blocked by the defender. Around the boards it'll go with Kennefick in pursuit. Lewandowski on the forecheck there just misses it, and Horsager keeps it in. Lewandowski with a quick flip to the middle through the Buffalo player, and he'll have to regroup with Kennefick chasing. Another quick slot across the ice to Buffalo now as they'll break in with a 2-on-3. That'll be broken up nicely by Lewandowski, who'll center it to King. King will break in on the left side with a quick shot, and that'll be an easy glove save for the Buffalo goalie.
Yeah, they had a 2-on-3 there. There wasn't a whole lot of scoring chance there. Just get the puck on the net. And
good shift by that line.
what do you think the chances are of having somebody kicked out of this face-off circle, Mike?
I'd say they're better than 50-50 right now, Chuck. Someone's late to the dot. You'll be out. And he drops the puck. I can't believe it. Wheeler with a quick shot, almost tipped in by Sable, who centers it. Wheeler pinching in, just overshoots the puck there. But there's Sable to bring it back in. This line is really buzzing tonight. They're doing a nice job keeping the puck in the zone and moving it around. That'll be tipped out to Wheeler, back down to Sable, and we've got a penalty being called here. We'll see what happens here. The big ref calls a slash. So he's sending the Buffalo player to the box here now. You know, when you've got good movement down in the zone there, Chuck, and you can keep your feet moving, usually good things will happen, whether it's a goal or a penalty on the other team.
Yeah, you get that other team out of position or they catch them flat-footed and they tend to do bad things. They'll give them a 2-minute vacation.
Oh, and we'll wave them both out of the dot. He was making up for the last one. Yeah, no kidding. We're now basically 5 for 5 on the last dot face-offs. Oh, and Wheeler will just take down the player trying to break through the middle there. Another quick shot just wide of the net. Buffalo will fight to keep that in. Rosemount Irish now will regroup. That pass will be caught by Linderuth. He'll circle back. As Sable now will bring it into the zone. He'll dump it deep, and around the boards it goes with Wheeler there to keep it in the zone. He'll send it down deep. Linderuth just a little bit too deep there. Buffalo now will try to come out of the zone. And the captain there will lose the puck. Checked off of that.
Will Tollefson there. On the spot.
Tollefson there with a nice play by the Buffalo player to send Ratzlaff the other way, create an angle. But again, Will Tollefson there.
Up to the challenge.
Just to put the swash on that. Buffalo with a quick snap there out of the dot, just wide of the net, and Irish will take control here. As the slow pace of Luke Lewandowski will come up the ice faster than a Dodge Hellcat, for Christ's sakes. Almost creates an opportunity to score there. And Horsager will dump it in. It's an onside play, no icing. Buffalo tries to get it up. King intercepts it. King's got Lewandowski on the right there. He slots it on. A one-timer almost goes in with Lewandowski just missing the puck there.
You don't see that much. That kid's a pure scorer.
Campbell tries to break it up, and the Buffalo player steals the puck on a breakaway. Will Tollefson
says, I don't think so.
With a rejection.
Not today.
And the Irish now back the other way.
Not today, Jake Brasini.
The Irish back the other way with a fake by Carter, who goes up high over the mask of the goalie. That'll swing around. Now with Carter taking out the player.
He was just cruising, looking for somebody to bruise.
Wheeler able to slow that down and block the shot there by Buffalo. Got 4:25 to go in the game here. And a quick turnover there by Rosemount with the Buffalo player shooting it just wide left. Oh no, oh no.
Yeah.
You can see that from up here, Chuck.
Yeah, you could probably see that one from Rosemount.
That, fortunately, is only a roughing penalty there on Ratzlaff as he'll go to the box.
So they're going to call roughing on that?
They called roughing.
They could go roughing, could go cross check.
They'll make sure Jake gets in the box. Number 20 will lobby for a stronger penalty than that, but I don't think he'll win.
I don't think so either.
The tall ref is basically telling everybody else to get out of his sight.
Yeah.
He calls a rough.
Back off. I can't hear you up here.
So 2 minutes for Ratzlaff for roughing. He'll be in the box for half of the remainder of the game with 4:14 to go.
Who we got out there killing it? The two little speedy guys. Connor Kennefick.
Campbell, Lewandowski, Horsager, and Kennefick. Waved out of the dot are two players again.
This guy is something else.
Buffalo takes control but loses the puck, and Lewandowski almost stole that.
He is always a threat.
Through the middle of the ice there. A slap shot just over the top off the glass, and that'll come all the way up to the point where it's swung back for Buffalo. They'll take another low shot. Oh!
Really on the spot. Really on the spot. Good game tonight, Will.
Tollefson read that like a Dr. Seuss book and was just right there.
The cat was in the hat.
The cat was almost in the hat, but Tolly was having none of that.
You silver tongue devil, you.
And another wave from the dot. Waving him out of the dot again.
I'm going to yell drop the puck pretty soon.
I mean, if we make a mall cop 3, this guy is in for Kevin James. I'm telling you right now. It's unbelievable how many times this guy waves the players out of the dot. So Buffalo on the power play again.
Campbell thought he was going to get a trip. As soon as that puck got by him, he was looking for a referee.
Always act innocent, Chuck. Oh, now we got a penalty called here. This will be a delayed penalty call, I believe, on a slash.
Max Carter gets the gate this time.
Max wanted to see how Jake was doing, apparently.
You know what? They can't lose their composure here. More than enough time for this Buffalo team to score 3 goals.
We do have a 4-1 game here with a 5-on-3 now for 1:09, and Buffalo will take a timeout. They'll try to regroup here, knowing that they have a real opportunity to really shorten this game.
They got a 5-on-3 chance here for
minute 9.
Minute 9.
So they'll talk it over.
Looks like Coach Ubel is going to do some coaching. Fun fact, Mike, I know you like fun facts.
Yes.
We've been told by one of our listeners that Coach Saney has won more games in a season and a half coaching hockey than he did playing 3 years at Rosemount.
That is a good fact, and I'm sure when the kids listen to this later, they'll be making sure Ricky knows that.
There's an old saying that says those who can't coach. Maybe this is a testament to that saying.
I think you're spot on there, Chuck.
Thanks, Mike.
Looks like the Irish are ready to drop the puck here.
They're saying, let's go. Who do they got out there? They got Wheeler, Horsager, and Energizer Bunny, Jackson Sabo, who never seems to run out of energy.
It's Wheeler, Sabo, and Kenefick. Let's set up the situation here. 3:23 to go in the third. Max Carter just went to the box for 2 minutes with Ratzlaff already in there for 51. That's a 5-on-3 for 1:09. That Buffalo should take their time here. But they'll come into the slot, and Tollefson with a low shot makes a great save.
They got 2 guys parked right in front of them.
That'll take 9 seconds off the 5-on-3 there. We're down to a minute with 5-on-3 with 3:14 to go. Still Sabo, Horsager, and Wheeler out there. Sabo's able to push that puck up. Oh, and almost tipped out of the zone there, but Buffalo keeps control. 7 with a one-timer. And Horsager will chase that down now. And we've got a penalty coming against Buffalo.
Oh, big mistake on their part. Big mistake.
Number 6 with the hook, and he can't believe it. But I'll tell you what, that's another penalty you could have seen from Rosemount, I think, Chuck.
Yeah, that was a big mistake on their part.
And a big break for the Irish here, as that'll neutralize the 5-on-3 to be a rare 4-on-3.
Yeah, we're almost getting to mini rink numbers here.
I mean, this should really open the ice in favor of the Irish, I think, with 2:56 to go in the game.
Yeah, who they got out there? They got that speedster Lewandowski, Campbell, and Wheeler.
We'll play 4-on-3, by the way, now for 42 seconds. And then we'll go 4-on-4 for 1:34. And then the remainder of the penalty will be an Irish power play, as long as no other penalties are called. The Irish will break that one out and send it down the ice. Stopped by the goalie. Buffalo will try to set something up. They're just not coming out of the zone very quick, Chuck, when they're on the power play.
Wow, that was quite the pirouette there.
I mean, their passes.
Open figure skating is tomorrow afternoon.
The Irish have just got to be very careful here now. Another pass.
Stick on that.
Another pass broken up by Campbell.
Wheeler took that one in the chest.
Oh, and we're now. Oh, he just couldn't get that out to a breaking Ratzlaff coming out of the box there. And a hard pass by Wheeler, which is caught by Ratzlaff as he'll break in now. And he will go around and score.
Oh.
The Buffalo player, I'm not sure if he caught that, Chuck. After Ratzlaff scored, Ratzlaff was coming around the ice there. The Buffalo player kind of pushed him, and Ratzlaff turned around and pointed at him.
Yeah.
I think that's, now Ratzlaff's going to let the ref know what happened there, even though no one saw it. But again, another interesting play by Buffalo there, being down now 5-1. Ratzloff had just come out of the box. An attempt to make a pass to him breaking out there was blocked away by Buffalo, but eventually Ratzloff caught the puck, beat the man on the left side, skated across the crease, and was able to just tap it in with the goalie going the other way.
He dropped that inside shoulder and put the lean on and just kind of powered his way out of the middle of the net.
So an awkward, even strength goal with 4-on-4. Buffalo fans getting a little anxious. They would like the inevitable to just be over.
Ratzloff with 2 goals and
Ratzloff, I'm not sure what's going on here. Is Ratzloff moving up the forward?
He took the face off there.
Sabo able to steal it as Ratzloff will break into the middle, trailing behind. They'll leave it for Ratzloff, who will cut back across the right side there. Couldn't quite get enough on that to break it out to the defenseman. Now Buffalo will steer it away. Rosemount now on the power play for 26 seconds. Buffalo will dump it in. We're down to 1:20 to go here. And Ratzloff will intercept that, dump that over to Sabo. He'll try to sauce that to Ratzloff, who'll do a quick flip and just
looking for the hattie
into the goalie there.
He was looking for the hattie.
Ratzloff is gassed and he'll get off the ice. Intercepted there by Wheeler and dumped in by Klopp. We're down to 1 minute in play here. And the Buffalo Bison will send that down the ice. That won't be icing. Tollefson tried to clear it. It's intercepted by Buffalo, sent back down as Wheeler will pick it up. Wheeler will try to send that out. Broken up by Beatty. We're down to 20 seconds here. The Irish just trying to chip it out, and it goes down the ice.
That should about do it.
As King will chase that down on a great forecheck. Now Beatty takes it, sends it back to King. It's broken up there, but picked up by Carlson, who will dump it in. And Chuck, that'll finish the game tonight.
That's a good win. That's a good win for the Irish. I think the turning point of the game is when they decided to stay out of the box in the second period. They were able to come out and step on the gas a little bit and get some flow going. When they can do that and stay out of the penalty box, they can play with anyone, I think.
Hard-fought victory for the Irish as they finish up 5-1. Their record now moves to 9-1 as they'll face the Hermantown Hawks tomorrow at 3:30 for the championship game at the Hilltop Classic up here in Duluth.
It's the game I know I've been waiting for all weekend, or all week.
Should be an exciting matchup. I'm not sure who you thought the player of the game was, but with 34 shots against him and only one in, I got to go with Will Tollefson.
Yeah, he made some spectacular saves when he had to, and he's held the line there really well.
I think Buffalo easily could have had another 2 or 3 goals there, and Will made some great saves there to keep them out of the net and earn the victory.
And Will gets a lot of credit, but the defenseman played really well in front of him too. There's no second shots. There was a couple shots that Will didn't quite handle great all the way, but there was nobody there to tap in a rebound either. So
Irish also with good balance on the goal scoring tonight, with Ratzloff picking up 2, Sabo picking up 2, and Lewandowski picking up 1. All pretty solid plays by those 3 goal scorers tonight, spreading the puck around and helping the Irish above their average for goals for, and certainly a lower average with goals against at 1. So folks, thanks for tuning in again tonight. We appreciate all the support. The game time tomorrow is 3:30. We'll be on the feed accordingly again. Chuck, I think you're up for it.
Yeah, we'll have to get a good night's rest and see what happens tomorrow. Mike, I thought about this earlier. We got a little bet that we would normally do each game, and since we've been starting this announcing job, we got away from it. And we'll have to see if we can pick that up tomorrow.
Yeah, we'll definitely not be doing that for a while. But thanks for tuning in again. Game time tomorrow at 3:30. We'll see you then. Thanks for listening.
Peace out. Good job, gentlemen.